What's up, everybody? It's Critical. I know I'm a little tardy to the party with reviewing Suicide Squad. It's been out for a while. It's probably on VHS by now. But I just saw it and I really wanted to give my opinion of the movie since I'm a big fan of superhero movies and especially the DC universe, so I just really wanted to chime in here. Now, overall, I want to say it was a decent movie. It wasn't the best. It was okay. I enjoyed it. It wasn't great. I think Slipknot easily takes the number one spot on my mental list of the absolute worst characters in movies. He was just so fucking awful and had no place in that movie. They didn't even try and make him seem cool. When they brought him on for the 30 seconds he was in the movie, they introduced him when they were doing all the cool introductions for the characters with their powers and what they're good at. When they brought Slipknot on, they said verbatim, he can climb anything. What the fuck? That's not cool at all. That's like if I was in the Suicide Squad, there's Charlie over there. He can play the ukulele decently in any environment imaginable. There's just absolutely nothing interesting about that. I don't think anyone who saw the movie just recoiled when they heard that. Oh, holy fuck, he can climb anything, gripping their friend's legs. Whoa, did you hear that? Anything, he can climb it. What the fuck, just coming in their trousers? I don't think anyone thought that was cool. They gave him no backstory, nothing about who he is or what he did to even be a bad guy. And I don't even know what purpose they saw him fulfilling in the Suicide Squad. Oh shit, the bad guy's rappelling up this building at moderately fast speeds. Quick, Slipknot, hop on your harness there and run him down. You're our only hope. I just don't see the usefulness there. Luckily, he wasn't in the movie for very long. He immediately died, making his moderately fast getaway using his climbing abilities that are second to none, apparently. Got his head blown off. Another thing I really hated about the movie, absolutely despised, were the Henchmen, I guess you can call them. I don't know. They looked like fucking swamp monsters. Can't even find a good picture of them. You couldn't really even see them in the movie. They looked like that enemy in The Last of Us that rips your fucking head off. I can't remember its name right now. It was just really shitty. It looked like Argus, that old watchful protector myth guy. Looks like the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card, Thousand Eyes Restrict. It's just a stupid fucking character design and made absolutely no sense. The fucking barnacle beasts. Another thing I absolutely hate about the movie was Captain Boomerang. Absolutely fucking useless. Low budget Tom Hardy did absolutely nothing, didn't contribute shit. And that's just an insulting name, really. If I was a bad guy, I would not want to be called Captain Boomerang. Makes me feel like an 8-year-old. No one would take me seriously at any type of villain meeting if I was trying to do business with someone. Who's this guy? It's Captain Boomerang. The fuck? It's Captain Boomerang. Sounds ridiculous. It's stupid. And his superpower is throwing a boomerang and it comes back to him. That's not a fucking superpower. That's what a boomerang is designed to do. He just happens to do it kind of decently. And he only does it twice in the movie. Nothing good comes of it. He does reconnaissance with it one time. But that same feat could have been accomplished with a much more reliable tool besides a fucking boomerang. And then he only kills 2 enemies in this entire movie. Only does one thing with action. Takes his knife and just drives it in the head of these coral reef demons or whatever the fuck these seaweed-looking, pubic hair-looking fucking abominations were in the movie. So yeah, he was useless. I hated that guy. So I also hated the big weapon that Enchantress was building. I've been spoiling the whole fucking movie, but the plot is horrible, so trust me, you're not missing anything. Enchantress builds this ridiculously Independence Day looking weapon type deal, and the way they stop it is they throw a bundle of dynamite in there, and Deadshot shoots it and blows it up. That's all it took to defeat this massive weapon that's supposed to destroy the world. Why did they even need the Suicide Squad in this case? Why didn't they just send a jet and bomb it? It would have been a lot more reliable and easier with a lot less casualties. Fuck, I could have gone in there and probably spit in the machine and blew it up. It was just so fragile and it just made no sense. It was a stupid ending, and the climactic battle with Enchantress at the end was also horrendous. She's this all-powerful witch and for some reason decides to fight the squad in hand-to-hand combat, just slapping their ass cheeks and giving their titties a wallop sometimes. That didn't make much sense. Also, the Joker wasn't horrible. I mean, a lot of the times he was on screen, it was just embarrassing to watch, but I guess it wasn't the worst performance in the world. I'm not really good at judging acting, but I don't know. I didn't like any of his scenes, but I can see why some people would. The thing I really didn't like most about the movie, though, was they made every character so boring. They didn't use their abilities to make them seem cool at all. For instance, Deadshot and his ability to never miss. The only thing he did to show that was a good power was when he ricocheted the bullet and killed the person in the very beginning. But after that, all he did was just stand still and shoot his gun at targets that were coming at him or stationary targets. That's no different than just a normal soldier. And Harley Quinn uses a gun sometimes and a baseball bat on the coral reef scary things. Don't need to say anything about Captain Boomerang. I don't know who did the recruiting. Oh, she uses a baseball bat. We need her on the squad. Boomerang? Holy shit, get him in here. I feel like they are just not better than the alternative, which would be just about anything else with a gun. You could take a 90-year-old all-timers veteran on oxygen tank, give him a gun, he'd be more useful than those two. The only character I actually found interesting and fun to watch and also useful was Diablo, and they killed him in a shit way. He was straight tongue punching some assholes towards the end of the movie, and then for some reason his flame just went out. I guess he pissed himself or something and extinguished it, and then they killed him. It was dumb, but whatever. Yeah, overall, a lot wrong with the movie. A lot that I really didn't like about it, but it was not a miserable experience. I don't regret the money I spent to see it with my friend. It was fun, and it was a fun movie to watch. Just suspend your disbelief, but really, looking at the movie, I can see why a lot of people don't like it. It wasn't a great movie. DC really needs to step their shit up. That's pretty much the bottom line. So, in true movie critic fashion, I'll give this movie a rating. I give it about a Cerave out of Absolute Moisture. Because Cerave is that nice middle ground. It gives you a little bit of moisture, but it leaves a lot to be desired. Your skin still gets dry pretty quickly after when you use Cerave. And that's what happened with Suicide Squad. It got dry in pretty much from beginning to end, but it was okay. There was a little moisture there, so that's why I give it the Cerave. Yeah, that's it. So yeah.